Hello students, today we are going to learn about the biochemical nature of the genetic material, the material which was which was observed in the Griffith experiment, which transformed the R strain bacteria and made the R strain bacteria virulent after it was mixed with the heat-killed S strain. So the Griffith was not able to explain the biochemical nature of this material. So afterwards, many other experiments were done, and among those experiments, the Avery, MacLeod, and McCarthy. These were the scientists. They worked to determine the biochemical nature of the genetic material, which is responsible for this transformation in the strain of the bacteria, so that it became, the R strain became virulent and the mouse died. So what they did was they used the enzymes, various enzymes responsible for digesting protein, RNA and DNA. Because earlier the many scientists they believed that protein is the genetic material. So what these scientists did, they took that same strain, heat killed S strain and the live R strain, combination was the same, and they put proteases first. Proteases into this and injected into the mouse. They saw the result was that transformation occurs and mouse dies. So this was the same result what Griffith had got. Now what they did, they took the same combination and put RNAs in it. RNAs are the enzymes which are responsible for digesting RNA. So in presence of the RNAs, the RNA was not present in this because RNA was digested by these enzymes, but still the transformation occurs and the mouse dies. Now they took the same combination and they put DNAs. Now DNAs are the enzymes which are responsible for digesting DNA. So once the DNAs has been put into this strain, the DNA is not present because DNA is digested by these enzymes. So here the result was different. Transformation does not occur and the mouse survived. So these scientists, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, they suggested that DNA is the genetic material which is responsible for this transformation. So this is their effort to prove that DNA is the genetic material. But still after their experiments, many scientists were not satisfied. They were still believing that protein is the genetic material. So then the Hershey and Chase experiment came. Hershey and Chase did the experiment and their experiment confirmed that DNA is the genetic material. Now, what was their experiment? We will see. Hershey and Chase, they worked on bacteriophages. Now, what are bacteriophages? Bacteriophages are the viruses that infect bacteria. The virus which is infecting bacteria is called bacteriophage. Now, when a bacteriophage infects a bacterium, the viral genetic material gets attached with the bacterial genetic material. Whenever the virus is infecting the bacteria, what happens? The viral genetic material will get into the bacterial cell and will get attached to the bacterial genetic material. And bacteria then treats the viral genetic material as its own to synthesize more viral particles. So more and more viruses are produced inside that cell because the viral genetic material gets attached to the bacterial genetic material. Now Hershey and Chase worked to discover that whether it was protein or DNA that entered the bacteria from virus. Clear? So if the virus, the genetic material is getting into the bacteria, so if it is protein, whether it is protein or whether it is DNA. So Hershey and Chase wanted to find out to prove that whether the protein is genetic material or the DNA is genetic material. So what they did, they labeled some phages with radioactive sulfur and others with radioactive phosphorus. So they took two sets of phages, one with radioactive sulfur and others with radioactive phosphorus. Now, why sulfur and phosphorus? Because sulfur is present in protein. So if you are using radioactive sulfur, that means your protein becomes radioactive. And if you are using radioactive phosphorus, phosphorus is present in DNA. So if you are using radioactive phosphorus, your DNA will become radioactive. Clear? So he took some phages with radioactive sulfur. So in those phages, in those viruses, the protein coat was radioactive because sulfur is present in protein. In other phages, they took radioactive phosphorus. So in those viruses, the radioactive material was DNA. Now, these radioactive phages were used to infect E. coli. E. coli is the bacteria. Now, these radioactive phages, they used to infect the bacteria. Now, E. coli was then blended, mixed and centrifuged to remove viral particles. Now, what happened? First part is infection, the second part is blending, and the third part is centrifugation. After this three, it was observed that bacteria was with radioactive DNA were radioactive, while those with radioactive proteins, they lost their radioactivity. So this shows that the DNA is the genetic material. Now, how they did this experiment, we will see. Just see this. These are the viruses. These viruses, the bacteriophage, they took radioactive sulfur. Now, radioactive sulfur is present in protein. That means this genetic material which is present inside the virus was not radioactive. Only this protein coat was radioactive. Okay. Now, here in this second case, the radioactive phosphorus was used, and because the phosphorus was radioactive, the genetic material was radioactive, which is inside the virus. Now, these are the cells of bacteria, E. coli. So, first step is infection. Now, when these were infected, okay, let me tell you, give another diagram, then we see this. This is protein coat of the virus, and this is the DNA coat. This is the virus, which is bacteriophage, because this is going to infect the bacteria. Now, when sulfur, radioactive sulfur was used, the protein coat became radioactive. Okay, so these were the bacteriophages where the radioactive sulfur was used. And these were the bacteriophages where the phosphate was radioactive. Because phosphate is present in DNA, so here the DNA was radioactive and here the coat was radioactive. Clear? So this green is the radioactive sulfur and this red is the radioactive phosphate. Clear? So here the protein coat is radioactive and here the DNA core is radioactive. Now, when they infect the bacteria, now these are the bacteria, they are going to infect bacteria, these bacteriophages and these, both. Now, what can happen? Either they will go inside the bacteria or they will remain outside. Similarly, here also, either the DNA will go inside or remain outside. We know that the genetic material will go inside the bacteria. Clear? Now, see this. Here we have used the this protein versus nucleic acid. Now here the radioactive sulfur was used. That means the protein coat was radioactive. The green color is used for radioactive, and the black color, which is the DNA core, it was not radioactive. Okay, and here in the second case, in the viruses where the radioactive phosphorus was used, the DNA was radioactive and the protein code was not radioactive. Now, the first step was infection in Hershey-Chase. In this infection, what happened? Both these, they will infect the bacteria. Now, bacteria is having its own DNA. Here also the DNA is present. Here also the DNA is present. Now, they will blend. After the infection, what will happen? The genetic material will go inside the bacteria. Now, Hershey and Chase wanted to prove whether the genetic material is protein or DNA. So, second was blending. Now, blending, what happens? Blending, this is the blender. So, they did the blending. In blending, what happens? The cells got separated and the protein coats of the viruses got separate. The coat will come into supernatant solution, and this is the solution, and the genetic material will go inside the bacteria. This is blending. Blending means just to separate the bacteria from the remaining portion of the virus, which is minus the genetic material. The third step was centrifugation. Now, in this centrifugation, what happens? Centrifugation means rotating at a very high speed. So, when you are rotating the solution at a very high speed, the cells will form the residue, cells will come down, and there is supernatant solution. Now, here in this case, where the protein was used as radioactive, the supernatant solution was radioactive, and the bacteria were not radioactive. In another case, where the DNA was radioactive, the bacterial cells were radioactive, and the supernatant solution was not radioactive. So, this proved that not the proteins, but the nucleic acids are the molecules of heredity. They are the genetic material. Now look at the diagram of your NCERT. I think now you will be able to understand. See this. Bacteriophages, he took two sets. One set with the radioactive sulfur and another set with radioactive phosphorus. Sulfur is a part of protein. So here the protein coat will become radioactive, and the phosphorus is part of DNA. So here the DNA will become radioactive. Okay. Now both these bacteriophages, they will infect the bacterial cell. So this is the first say. They are infecting the bacterial cell, and when they are infecting the bacterial cell, what are they doing? They are sending their genetic material inside the bacteria. See, can you see this? They are sending the genetic material inside the bacteria, and the protein codes will remain outside. Okay, so the second step is blending. In blending, the protein coats are separated from the bacterial cells. Protein coats remain outside, and the bacterial cells are having the genetic material of the viruses. After blending, so blending was done just to separate the protein coats, that means the viruses without their genetic material and the bacterial cells with the genetic material of the viruses. Now, the third step was centrifugation. Centrifugation was rotation at a very high speed, and in this, no radioactivity was detected in the cells, because inside the cells there was no radioactive substance. The radioactivity was in sulfur, and sulfur was present in the protein coat. So radioactivity was detected in the supernatant. Supernatant means the solution which was above. The centrifugation will separate the two things, the cells will come down and supernatant solution is there. In the second case, where the solution, the bacteriophages were having radioactive phosphorus, so in them the radioactivity was detected inside the cell and no radioactivity was detected in the supernatant. So this proved that genetic material is not protein, genetic material is DNA. So this was